Is this thing working? Come on. Sound check. Can anybody hear me? Say something, please. Is it too loud? Is it too silent? Check one, check two, check one, check two. Alright, let's begin. Welcome everybody and thank you for joining today. Hello, Mr. Raspberry.
I am the root. I serve. I tend. I obey. I am humble. I am the root. I serve. I toil. I am humble. I tend. I toil. I am humble. I serve. I tend. I am the root. I tend. I obey. I toil. I tend. I toil. I am humble. I toil.
Stalking.
I am humble. I am the root. I tend. I toil. I serve. I toil. I serve. I toil. I obey. I serve. I am the root.
Hunting.
This is exactly why we are testing. Things like this, they just sneakily come up.
I learn. I serve.
Stalking. Gagging. Prowling. Creeping. Gagging.
Wise. I am the root. I obey. I serve.
Your will be done.
I tend. The savages die. I am humble.
I am yours.
With the wind.
Show me the way. I am yours. Your will be done. My weapon is yours. Show me the way. Your will be done. Show me the way. Your will be done. I'll break your face. Show me the way. I'll crush their skull. Break their knees. I'll crush their skull. Break their knees. Please obey. Quickly, I move with haste. Your will be done.
I obey. I serve. I am humble. I toil. I obey. I am humble. I am the root.
Quickly, swiftly, I serve. Quickly, swiftly. With no wind. Obey. Show me the way. I toil. Your will be done.
I am humble. I toil. Invest. I toil. I serve. I tend. I am the root. I learn.
with the wind. Is yours. Quickly.
I listen. Here's the way.
I release. With the wind, I serve. Quickly. My weapon is yours. Your will be done. I am yours.
For the past.
We need more water. Your will be done. Yes. Of course. Show me the way.
I listen. I move. I am the root. I tend. I obey. I toil. Certain. Wise. It is the way. Smell their blood. I learn with the wind. I am the root. I serve. Wise.
Your will be done.
I move. I learn.
I am yours. My weapon is yours. Your will be done. I am yours.
I tend.
Lurking. Yes.
I obey. The leaves obey with the wind.
Show me the way.
The leaves obey.
Your will be done. Show me the way.
Searching. I serve. I toil. I obey.
Of course. Your will be done.
I serve.
Your will be done. I'll knock them dead.
Feathers on the wind. We go with the wind. My pets will follow.
I toil.
Show me the way.
Humble.
I toil.
We are moving.
Of course. Your will be done.
I toil.
Yes, of course. hunting, stalking.
I serve. I am the root. Searching. Searching. I move. I tend. I obey.
Gagging.
We are moving. Feathers on the wing. I fly.
As you can see, the AI is using Battle Maidens, which was previously more or less an unused unit, and it's an effective counter to everything that we are building here, Nico and I. Because compared to the legacy version of the game, the AI now actually smart and considers the armor parameters and damage types of units. So for example, if you make the units weak to cutting, the AI will be putting out Battle Maidens because we deal the cutting damage and effective cutting damage. And you will see stuff like this quite often. So now it's not really... if before you could just mess Samurai and go with, I don't know, 20, 40 Samurai and just steamroll the AI, it's not gonna happen here because the AI is gonna make the units that are actually resistant to the Samurai attacks, or the AI is gonna make battle gears that are effective against Samurai, that kind of stuff. It's honestly really nice, and it's how the AI should work in a game like this that's based around the damage and armor types, and yeah, we are pretty satisfied with the result. And we can't wait to get it out for all of you. And let's try this again. Calling reinforcements. Greetings, Angelo. Welcome. If you see black screen, don't be afraid. It's just me alt-tabbing. And remember, since today I'm talking, if you have any questions regarding the next update, not related to the ETAs, because we can't really give you an estimate, I will be happy to answer them. And I'm sorry if I'm slow with my responses because the chat on my mobile phone doesn't seem to be updating. And I have to alt-tab in order to see the chat, and I haven't set up the stream yet, and yeah, it's complicated. I'm sure it will get better. I can assure you it will get better. I'll try to make a proper setup one of these days. Raspberry is asking what kind of changes will Dryad have in the upcoming patch. Currently they are quite a bad unit. Yeah. The Dryads, people might have seen from the previous streams that the Dryads, they have a innate ability now, which is entanglement. And we had a discussion about it, and it's not gonna be the innate ability by default, it's gonna be a technique instead, meaning the upgrade. So in order to have your Dryads entangle enemies, you will need to upgrade them in the Forest Temple. Because it's sort of an experiment with advanced techniques, advanced upgrades in the game, because currently there's nothing like that. In the Legacy game there was nothing like that, in the public release there is nothing like that. I mean, the techniques actually giving units really useful abilities. Not just changing their stats, improving their stats, base health, base damage, not that kind of stuff. For example, in the Serpent Clan, we have a witch, and she has an AoE by default, and she does the explosive damage. But she has an upgrade, which is called Bane Brew, which is a technique that gives her poison. So her attacks, her AoE attacks, I must highlight, now deal poison damage. And poison damage in 1.58, it's the whole new thing, because the poison now makes the units limp, and it's really useful. So then you upgrade your witch, she deals poison damage, and she is able to stop enemies like that, poison them. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So this is the first advanced technique that we've introduced, and the second one is the entanglement on Dryads, which is, we'll try to explore this more and do something really nice, more techniques like that in the future, something like that. But yeah, this is one of those things to talk about. The Dryad herself, sorry, my pronunciation sometimes is too Russian. All Winter of the Wolf units, they will be rebalanced, they will be changed. Well, they are already, but once the update drops, you will see improvements. The armor stats, the health stats, damage stats in certain cases, all of that has been revised. The abilities were changed here or there to be more useful, to be more meaningful. So yeah, I'm not gonna dive in detail, not many spoilers. We want you to see it in the game once the update drops. So yeah. Alright, we need to start something. Too much talking.
I toil. I am humble.
Well, hopefully with Dusk it's gonna be easier. It's not a guarantee. Hello, Phantom. Welcome to the stream.
I am the root. I serve. I am the root. I obey. I am humble. I serve. I am humble.
Lead developer on this project, by the way.
I obey. I toil. I am humble. I am the root.
Building more huts for easier resource collection and a faster generation of the peasants.
I tend.
My soul is yours.
Well, we thought it was not fair to be in there by default because, it's a
My
bit different
life is
since
yours.
Dryad is a melee unit. And she will never
Your
miss her
will be
projectiles.
done. Show me
She
the way.
instantly entangles enemies. So yeah, we just decided to lock this behind an upgrade.
My weapon is yours.
And let's be honest, it's still gonna be one of the first techniques to be
I
researched
toil.
by people. Then they build the forest temple.
I'll crush their skulls.
I am humble.
But the balance is never final. we can always, with the community feedback, with you guys actively participating, we can always improve the situation, we can always change things. So yeah.
Your will be done.
Just keep an eye out for the update announcements and the change logs, so you don't have many questions about why this or that was changed.
I am the root. I tend. I serve. I tend.
And there you have it, a desync. And of course I must say that it's not completely ironed out. This was a multiplayer desync, a network desync. But I can assure you that right now, if we rehost the game, it's not gonna happen again, unless Dusk is gonna lag hard. We labeled it like beginning desync, the initial desync, because there is a chance that there's going to be a miscalculation in the game, and this desync is going to pop up. But if you rehost the game with the same players and everything, it should be fine. It's weird, it's really hard to spot the trigger, why this miscalculation happens. So yeah, it's gonna be irritating, but it's a tremendous difference compared to the public release or even open beta that we have right now. Free techniques for the peasant hut. I don't know about that. Peasants, they are supposed to be peasants. Some only serpent, as far as I know. Well, serpent and wolf, they have the upgrades. It's not a bad idea. It's in line with the vision of BR. It's a good suggestion, and it's probably something to implement later down the line. But it's kind of complicated. It's 12 new techniques, and you really have to think what kind of techniques you're going to implement in the game. Warthog, hello and welcome. It's not just a dedicated fanbase, the game is actually in development and you can find it on Steam, labeled the Zen Edition. And it has a tremendous update coming to it in soon. We have no estimates. So yeah, everything is updated. It looks good. It's not a whole remaster thing that people expect, like a complete remake or something. It's getting there, possibly. But no guarantees on that. But yeah, you can find it on Steam, look up Battle Realms Zen Edition, and you will find it.
With great haste.
And
course,
just so
sir.
people aren't confused, this is the next update that's in
Yes,
development.
my lord.
which is going to be released for Battle Realms Zen Edition, the update 1.58.
Moving, master. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Serpent. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Serpent. With great haste. Of course, sir. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Yes, my lord. Of course, sir. Serpent.
On my toes, coiled and waiting. My venom awaits, coiled and waiting. Rapid fire on my toes. Spring the attack.
Yes, my lord.
And of course, the best example of that poison I was talking about, the improved poison, the reworked poison, is the actual crossbowman, the serpent unit.
Fill 'em with holes.
As you can see, he poisons the enemies for a short time, but
Like a viper.
then they are masked, they are quite
Coiled
dangerous.
and waiting.
Because basically the enemies, they can't escape.
Spring the attack.
You see, normally Brawler is a
Venom
good
awaits.
counter against
Like a
crossbowmen.
viper.
He deals great damage, as you can see here,
My
but
venom awaits.
multiple crossbowmen, they are gonna stop him,
Quickly on my
and they are gonna
toes.
effectively dispose of him.
Coiled and waiting. Hey, feeling a little sluggish. Silent, but deadly. Like a viper.
Of course, it requires a bit of micro, but so does the whole game.
Armed and ready.
As you can see, easy peasy.
My venom awaits. Strike them dead. Coiled and waiting. Armed and ready. My venom awaits. On my toes. Coiled and waiting.
But still, if you are uncareful,
On
you're
my
gonna receive
toes.
grave damage.
Coiled and waiting.
Okay, another desync. Interesting.
Batter. You
It's probably because of Dusk. He has a tendency to destabilize the networks.
My venom awaits.
But I was the one that dropped. That happens. Let's try again. Hello, Sorrow, and welcome. Yes, yes, they are, as is the whole poison. I know you're a Lotus Clan fan, and I can give you the good news that Deceased One poisons enemies as well, as he should. And that makes him a great frontliner. There is possibly a problem at desync trigger with the new changes that were done to this version of the game. So if we desync again, don't be scared. It's fine. We'll track this down. You can see from the previous videos that it doesn't desync often like that, if at all. So just don't worry, we'll get this fixed. Fair enough, Sorrow, but I'm sure the update 1.58 will bring you back. It is truly an amazing update. Nothing else that I can say. Okay, so this is going to be a test. Again, we'll try it on a smaller map and see if it desyncs, because previously it desynced Dusk, now it desynced me, which is sort of a red alert and means that there may be actually something wrong with the recent changes. Burning state, and there was also a disease state, which was supposed to be casted by the deceased one, the infested one, and maybe the unclean one. It was all planned in the game, in the legacy game, but never made it in. So in the end we only got the poison, which was also more or less lackluster. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to have status effects like that. And it's even better than you know that they were originally planned to be in the game. And there's probably still some code leftovers or something. We'll need to look into that. Ideally, yes, we would like that included in the game later. Okay, so there has been a collective decision that the lead programmer is gonna look into the issue, undo some changes, and then we test again. So now is a great time to talk about something. If you have any questions regarding the update or something else, I can discuss this with you. Otherwise, we are gonna be staring at the updated screen with Kenji and Dragon. I can actually play the Kenji's journey for the sake of showcasing the game. You're not gonna see many different things though in the campaign. You can see the updated trees though, with the better
Kenji of the Serpent
canopy
Clan,
texture.
and my ancestor broke the world.
I'll skip this if you don't mind.
Run! Shinja's men are coming!
Over there. Uh-huh. Over there. Agreed.
I guess we're gonna go the serpent route.
Over there. I move.
It's easier in the beginning, but not easier in the long run.
Yes.
What is this amount of swordsmen? I would have no chance playing against
Over
them.
there.
if I were to join the Dragon Clan.
Agreed.
Kenji is not going to be added as a hero, as a playable hero in skirmishes. It's a frequent question that we get, and we always answer no, because there's a reason why Kenji is not going to be included, which is he's a hero exclusive to the journey. And he has some game-breaking abilities. But we were not against the idea of including him in some sort of mutator or game mode later down the line. But of course that has to be developed first. Was there a change to hobnailed boots? Yeah, there was. It is now sort of an omnipresent battle gear, which means that the Enforcer is gonna get the passive boost to his speed, movement speed only, which is currently 30%. It's gonna act like shale armor instead of being a toggleable battle gear that spends stamina. Are there any additional changes to controls in 1.58? Everything you're gonna find out when the update drops. There are some changes. We are trying to fix the behavior settings that are not working well, like the guard command, which should make unit guard the area and not have him run away and chase other units.
Look, it's Kenji!
The serpent is dead.
And you are his heir. If you say the word, we're yours. Shinja is no leader. He squanders my men against Otomo's peasant rebels.
Shinja and Otomo fight each other? Why do my father's lapdogs tear at the scraps of his empire?
The clan has fallen far since the serpent's time. They need a firm hand to guide them. Please, Lord, let me show you how easy it would be to take it back. Shinja has ruled these 3 provinces since your father's death. With his army of horsemen, he controls Hilltop Village. Otomo and his band of hired archers have set up camp here. He cowers deep in the forest, afraid to attack. Strike now and let the people know the serpent has returned.
Who are we going to strike first, Shinja or Otomo? Let's continue down the evil path and go for Otomo's head.
All right.
Hey, come here. I'm gonna tell you how to start building your empire.
This is the bandit talking.
This is Sperry, one of those
This is
puny
Sperry.
peasants we snagged on the way here. Select him. The icons at the bottom of the screen show you what you can build.
Yeah, these icons.
You can only build a peasant hut right now. The others can't be built yet. Also, keep in mind that you can only build on flat terrain. Select the peasant hut, then right-click where you want the peasant to build it. Remember, left-click selects, and right-click performs actions. Hey, look, a new peasant. Let's have this one get us some food. Here's some rice. Rice is the currency of the land. You spend it whenever you build something or train someone. Select the peasant, move the view to the rice field, and right-click the field.
Of course, sir.
This
Yes, sir.
will put him to work.
Moving, master.
So, funny story, this is an actual cut tutorial from the
Rice
original
is
game.
good, but we're going to need water too. This
It keeps going,
pond will
okay.
do. Go back to the peasant, select him, then right-click the pond.
Yes, my lord.
It is one of the new changes in
See?
the Zen Edition.
Easy. I could really use a drink. And we're gonna need some more soldiers too. Looks like we need a tavern. Select a
Here it
peasant.
is.
You can build a tavern now.
With great haste.
Select the tavern, then place it.
Of course, sir.
As you know, then you're the dragon, Otomo tells you the same things, but Serpent never had it.
Select a peasant and right-click on the tavern. This will send him inside to train. Remember that training costs rice and water.
So now it's restored, because the original files were always within the game's files, and it's working correctly. So as a dragon you have Otomo, as a serpent you have a random bandit with
This land
perfect
will be
voice
yours
acting.
in no time.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. Moving, master.
It's pretty good. It's
Yes,
a nice
my lord.
one of those little changes
Yes,
that
sir.
matters for the new players.
Serpent.
Let's cause some trouble.
Any AI exploits in this campaign?
Of course.
Probably plenty of them.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not aware of them as I'm not a fan of exploits, and we are gonna patch
Moving,
all
master.
exploits down, then possible, if
say.
possible, where possible.
Yes.
So I'm sorry I can't provide that information.
All right.
For the serpent.
All right. I seek the enemy.
Ravage them. Brave.
With great haste.
Well, this only exists in the Zen Edition. You won't see that in Legacy. Since these are the new missions, I'm not sure if it actually plays on the new Go for Shinja. Need to check that. This is like an introduction, a sort of like a mini tutorial, which should always be a thing.
Of course, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Attack! For the serpent.
Take them out. The serpent command. Yes, I obey.
All right.
Let's have some fun.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many units Shinja has in this version.
All right.
Let's
Might
crack
be a
some
trap.
skulls.
Nice sound bag. This happens from time to time.
All right. Yes.
Charge!
As you say.
I seek the enemy.
Carl, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I don't understand you, so if you could repeat that in English,
Great
that
haste.
would be amazing.
Serpent.
Hopefully it's nothing
For the serpent.
bannable.
All right.
For the serpent. For the serpent.
Oh, just passing time before the things, the game,
For
the
the
desync triggers
serpent.
can be ironed out, when we will probably resume showcasing the AI in skirmish battles.
Yes.
Yes, I obey. Yes, as you say.
All right.
Interesting peasant
All right.
collection in
For the
here,
serpent.
and kabukis as a
Let's
card
cause some
counter
trouble.
for swordsmen.
Attack!
Yes.
I obey. Yes, the serpent command. Yes,
For the serpent.
I really need critical strike for this, but I don't have it.
Let's fight ahead.
As you say. On my way. Yes.
Oh no.
Serpent command.
Oh no.
As you say.
Hungry wolves. I won't be able to
As
escape
you
them.
say.
Too many. And they're too fast. Well, I guess I'm cut off.
Yes. On my way. As
Need
you
to
say.
collect swordsmen before I can engage them.
All right.
For the serpent.
What is this?
I hunt. I seek the enemy.
Victory!
Let's go.
Death to our enemies.
So the problem here is with the introduction of the new siege system. We have no siege units here, and it's gonna take some time before we can take this tower down. So in the earlier stages of the game it's gonna be like this, unless you have Otomo, who is a siege unit now in the game.
Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
With him, life is easier until you get to the musketeers. Also, you can see a new little effect of the Kabuki's impact. You see the blue sparkles. It's new.
All right.
Kabuki never had any effects like that, so we reintroduced
I
it.
seek the enemy.
Yes.
We will probably add a radar or something, because yeah, it's gonna be pain to take down all the huts.
For the serpent.
Or I think the goal here is
All right.
actually to... Yeah,
All
the
right.
goal is to destroy the village.
For the serpent.
Or is it?
All right.
I don't remember. It's been a while I played the campaign.
On my way. For the serpent.
Attack!
I hunt.
Attack!
Charge!
As you say.
Yes, my lord. Yes, sir. Moving, master.
Yes. Cut them down. As you say. Yes. As you say. Victory. On my way. As you say.
Yes, my lord.
Who is this
Moving,
fine
master.
gentleman and what is he doing here?
Die!
Take them out. On my way. As you say, the serpent commands. On my way. Yes. Cut them down.
Yes, I seek the enemy.
For the serpent.
Charge! Yes.
Okay, this is not the end of it.
Serpent commands.
Sadly. I guess we have to go to this rice field and do some work.
All right. Yes.
I obey. The serpent commands. As you say, I obey.
Imagine if bandits could place bombs on buildings.
On my
Well,
way.
we do have their own battle gears at the moment.
Bravo, fool.
But yeah, that could be
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
For the serpent.
Or am I supposed to... Oh no, I hope it's not. That's not the winning condition. Destroying all the buildings.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Yes. Cut them down.
Yeah, I guess we have to destroy all
Yes.
buildings. Never mind, it was just that one unit in the forest.
Kenji, is that you?
It's been a long time, Atomo.
You've grown up.
Why are you attacking Shinja's men?
He abuses your father's people. His tax collectors take everything that's not nailed down.
The peasants of the southern
and
provinces should obey him. He is captain of the Serpent Guard.
since your father's death, the clan has fallen apart.
So you rebelled?
Only to save the peasants
Your
from...
whimpering sickens me. Lead me to Shinja, and I will try to forget this nauseating conversation.
As you command.
Look at this. Not a very nice
All right.
Kenji.
For the serpent.
Bullying
Great
Atomo.
Mm-hmm.
For the serpent.
Let's break some heads.
For the serpent.
Mm-hmm.
For the serpent.
Okay, so we need to destroy his keep.
All right.
Okay. Where is it though?
For the serpent.
All right.
For the serpent.
Why is this rice field empty?
Mm-hmm.
For the s-
Mm-hmm.
For the serpent.
Okay, gonna take a rest here.
Yes, sir.
Might wanna move there just in case I get ambushed or something.
Serpent.
Will there ever be more stuff like in other games? Bridges in Company of Heroes are huge. We'd like to have BR more things. I guess it's not a secret that it's
Moving, master.
more or less an empty game in terms of world building.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very limited amount of assets, and of course we
sir.
would like to add them. So yeah, you may
Yes.
expect stuff like this later down the line. No estimates, it's for the future, definitely not a priority, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right.
For the serpent.
Moving.
and now you're gonna see,
For the dragon.
I'm gonna explain the siege thing.
Yes, my lord.
So there are different visual effects for siege and non-siege units. That's how it's always been in the game, but you might have not noticed. We have Kenji, who deals cutting damage. You can see here, damage class cutting.
I
And you will see his attacks are weak, so you see the white sparks on the building. But when we have Otomo, we look at him and look, damage class cutting and siege. And you're gonna see what kind of effects
For the
his sword is
clan!
gonna produce. You see there's all this stuff coming out of the building, and the damage is considerably bigger. And the sound as well, because that's also considered. And then he can buff himself and deal even more damage. While the rest can just take a break and wait until he takes it down. Because they would not deal any considerable damage.
On my way.
We're probably gonna spam bandits for this one.
With great haste. Of course, sir.
Or maybe swordsman and crossbowmen, because crossbowmen are now extra useful.
With great haste.
Well, we'll just let Otomo tear everything down.
Yes.
Look at him doing work. Oh, this I didn't expect.
As you say, the serpent commands.
I guess it's an
As
outpost.
you say. Yes.
Yes, for the serpents.
Yes, my lord.
Let's wreak some havoc.
As you say.
Goddamn spearman.
On my toes. Learn your place.
Let's cause some trouble.
Charge!
I'm not sure, Razo. I think his innate doesn't work. Kenji's does though, so there's really no reason for Otomo's to not work. But you see he is not restoring his stamina.
Coiled and waiting. All right. For the serpents. All right. Yes. Yes. For the serpents.
As you command.
Okay, let's just
On
buff
my
up
way.
and take that tower down.
Armed and ready.
Forward!
On my toes.
Let's have some fun. Let's break some heads.
Not sure why the other upgrades are not available, and it's the poison weapons, but something to consider.
Serpent.
Oh, look at him, he's nearly taking this tower down. The pros of having a huge sword.
Coiled and waiting. All right. For the serpents. Yes. All right. For the serpents. All right. Attack!
And look at the damage he deals now.
Moving.
So Otomo is a good unit now.
Of course. As you will. Moving.
Okay,
For the
hopefully I don't have
serpents.
to take all the buildings down. Let's just proceed and be on our way.
Yes. All right. For the serpents.
Yes, my lord. Of course, sir.
The serpent commands.
On my toes.
Sneaky Kabuki's running.
Let's crack some skulls.
Yes. All
Oh!
right.
Oh!
For the serpents.
For the dragon.
This is where crossbowmen should really help us. They are gonna stop the horses as well.
All right.
And they are effective against horses because they deal piercing damage.
Come with holes.
Yes.
As you command. Of course.
All right. For the serpents. Yes. Like a viper. Charge! I seek the enemy.
And you see the ranged units only attack the riders, not the horses themselves. That's actually something I forgot to mention.
As you say. Take them out. Death to our enemies.
For the serpents. Like a viper.
And you see the red lines in there, that's a new effect for cutting attacks, actually dealing considerable damage. Because before there
Serpent
were no
commands.
effects, now it's the
Silent,
lines and more
but
blood.
deadly.
On my way.
Look out, something to look out for.
Coiled and waiting. Yes.
The second battle pack gave the spearman and staff adept new melee animations for fighting multiple units at once. I would dare to say I'm pretty sure that didn't happen at all. Not new animations, definitely. Are you sure about that?
On my
Because,
toes.
The serpent commands.
well, we are working the models and we don't see anything like that in the game. So yeah, maybe you are confusing, for example, the spearman animation of Whirling Spear, which is him spinning his spear around with yellow sparks, which is a battle gear. So that animation is only triggered by the battle gear. And the staff adept, Dark Canopy, which he spins his stick.
But deadly.
He puts it up in the air and then spins it and casts a canopy that protects his
On my
allies against
toes.
missile attacks. So maybe that's the thing you're talking about, but it's not really animations for fighting multiple units at once. Staff Adept and Unclean One, they definitely had AoE, area of effect damage, and they still have it, and it still happens.
Moving, master.
So yeah, that's a thing. That's an actual thing in the game.
Silent, but deadly.
But to be like completely
Coiled
sure,
and
I would have to
waiting.
look up the patch notes for Battle Pack 2.
My venom awaits. Yes.
Building a tower, you sneak.
For the dragon.
Not gonna happen. Alright, so I just got news that Nico has probably fixed the problem, and we are gonna finish this mission and proceed to try the multiplayer again.
For honor.
Actually, too many buildings.
All
I think
right.
we can go for change of skip and just take him down, and that's gonna be it. A samurai, whoa.
Like a
Whoa.
viper. Coiled and waiting.
It's a good time to have crossbowmen.
I'm ready.
On my way.
Strike quickly. Rapid fire.
For the dragon.
Coiled and waiting. On my toes. Coiled and
Here he
waiting.
is, and you can see the new effects for his battle gear, which is intimidation. He also deals poison damage, and big damage at that. Look at that Otomo chilling in the corner.
Submit, or I'll take your head. As you wish. You know who I am. Why did you keep fighting? You take weaklings under your wing.
Show respect.
To you? Never! You were both serpent men. Now you're both mine. Or you're both dead. As I serve the Father, so shall I serve the Son. You were charged with protecting Terran's orb. Where is it? At the Swan's Pool. You gave the sacred orb to the geisha? Not me, the serpent. Curse that wretched old man.
Even after your father's death, the geisha were thought untouchable. The orb may still be safe.
The serpent was a fool. The Lotus were always jealous of the orb's power. The old taboos won't last much longer.
Some
We
important
must
lore
move
pieces
quickly.
being
The
shared here.
Swan's Pool is here, to the north. The most direct route is straight through Riverside. You can't trust the townsfolk. They're mercenary scum who
We'll
serve
take the
the
most straight
highest
road.
bidder.
No
We'd be better
thought
off
about
going
it.
west, crossing the river here. There's a Wolf Clan shanty town on the other side.
but a few well-trained soldiers could easily clear away that rabble.
Don't listen to him, Lord. This way is the safest.
The Lotus clan's lands
Classic
are far
demon
to the
and
east,
angel
but they have
on
built
your
an
shoulders.
outpost
Devil
here.
and
One of their vile wizards has enslaved
Devil
the
and
local
angel,
peasants
if
with
we
his
can call it
dark
that.
magics. The villagers know the land well and would be valuable allies.
most direct route. Let's go.
Going somewhere?
Through your town.
I wouldn't if I were you. It's the Wolf Clan's
Look at
day
that
to trade,
seasoned
and they're in a
spearman.
frisky mood.
Who owns the house on the hill?
Lord Garen.
Feeble old Garen? He calls himself a lord now?
Titles are easy to come by these days.
So it seems.
Nice little small talk. Alright, we're gonna save here and move to the multiplayer showcase against AI. The screen is gonna turn black. We are gonna do some stuff here. But no worries, we are returning. And you can still hear me, I guess. Angelo, Dragon Warriors, and Blue Energy Balls. Well, that's their Chi energy. So yeah, they shoot that energy and deals magic damage. In the Legacy, that damage is really small. It's like 5 units of magic damage, which is nothing basically. We improved it for 1.58 from 5, increased it from 5 to 15. And it's nice now, but yeah, it's a secondary attack just for a different sort of situation. Alright, we are back. Didn't take long. Gonna test it on a small map. Valley of Death, the classic. We're gonna get double Lotus.
I am the root.
Alright, Dusk is doing his thing. Dusk is failing to do his thing. He's going plan B.
I I toil.
Dusk.
I am humble.
He didn't see the minor advantage.
I am the root. I obey. I toil.
And now, Blue is going to have his payback.
I obey.
Wait, how am I a cheater? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What?
I am the root.
Kabuki's secondary attack, no, it wasn't upgraded. We are probably gonna give it a short stun or something like that. It's kinda weird to have two units with magic attacks as secondaries and having them do basically the same thing. So we want to make something unique for Kabuki because it's, well, arguably the best unit in the Dragon Clan. In terms of coolness, of course, and usage as well, his utility. So yeah, we are planning to do something for 1.58. No worries, it's not yet implemented, but it's in the plans.
I obey.
That's it. Prowling, creeping, prowling, stalking. Wow. Gagging,
So yeah,
creeping,
my uncle is in trouble. And if he can join the tower, because he's getting focused. Well, at least he's gonna cast darkness.
Your will be done.
creeping.
I serve.
But I'll show you the updated effect so it can't be destroyed by air. Okay, Dusk is doing work here. What is this tower? Nickel.
Prowling.
I tend.
Okay, everybody wants to see the sentry. Here it is. First we are gonna see a nasty scene. Hopefully YouTube is not going to ban me for this. And here's the sentry. As you can see, it has an updated flame, which is fully 3D now. It's not a 2D texture. And it throws the sparks around and it has some glow. So it's not something that you can miss amidst your units. And also if it gets destroyed, it plays an additional effect, which was never present in the original. Dusk was driven away by the combined forces of the AI, which help each other. No, he finished, man.
tend.
And you see, the Pitch Slinger as a siege unit, he's always going to focus with buildings first. As he knows he has a target, he has a set goal to achieve, he will go for the building.
I obey. I am the rule.
And you see, the Chemists, also a siege unit, you can see here, they are effectively trying to kill the buildings. And you see the Geishas as well, which AI now makes, because without Geishas you won't really survive for that long. You also see the Dragon Warrior doing his thing and disposing of Mayan Queen, which is also an effective counter.
My pets will follow. With the wind. We go.
Will be done.
I serve. I tend.
My weapon is yours. Prowling.
Certain.
Show me the way.
And you also see the AI still effectively trying to backdoor.
Your will be done. Show me the way.
No, Razo. The Tower's lightnings are already strong enough, dealing the mixed magic and explosive damage. That would be a nightmare to have them
I
deal
toil.
double damage or something like
I
that.
obey.
Also, you can take a look at the updated tech tree for the Lotus clan, which has early stables and early Warlock's Tower. So you don't need Keep to build the Warlock's Tower, you can just build it right now and have your master Warlocks. And we think it's a good change because previously it was almost... It was pretty difficult to get master Warlocks.
I obey.
Is there a benefit of using powder keg cannoneers? There is in 1.58. There is, trust me. We've improved many units that were previously underwhelming, so to say. And powder keg cannoneers are actually really nice now.
Hunting.
Also, the area of effect damage has been improved in a way that it deals more damage to the people that are near the target that's being attacked. So yeah, definitely some improvements there. You will see them once the update drops. Hopefully you will enjoy them.
I am the root. I toil.
Creeping. Stalking.
I serve.
Defile. Show me the way.
I toil.
Your will be done. I am yours. I am great.
Battle Maidens again.
Show me the way.
The red lines are the new effect, which talks about which shows you the damage, the cutting damage that's being affected. So if you have a unit which deals effective cutting attack, you will see those red lines on the victim of that unit. So it's gonna appear on the units that are weak to cutting damage, to sum it up, and without confusing you. I'm sorry for the confusing thought.
I obey.
You know, like then you shoot a unit that's weak to explosive, you see the orange circle. Then you attack someone with blunt attacks who is weak to blunt attacks. You see the symbols, like swear symbols appearing.
My soul.
And this is the same just for cutting attacks, which was for some reason not in the legacy game, in the original.
Ah, thank you.
Gagging. Creeping.
I tend.
I fly.
Your will be done.
Feathers on the wind.
We need more water to lead. Hunting.
With the wind. I fly.
I am yours. Show me the way.
I serve.
My soul is yours. Show me the way.
Stalking. Creeping. It will rot.
Feathers on the wind.
My soul is yours. Your will be done. I am yours. Your will be done. I am yours.
You see the powder keg here actually. He's a siege unit, he does big damage to buildings.
I fly.
And we all just died to Disease 1 passive.
Stalking. Lurking.
I tend.
Okay, I should stop talking. I should focus on the game.
Stalking.
I am grateful. Feathers on the wind. With the wind.
I obey. I tend.
You also can see here the new effects for the Bleach projectiles. You see the glass breaking, you see the red sparks. And you see the red lights. As you can see, they're usually receiving big cutting damage.
More tests will follow. We are moving.
I obey. I am humble.
We go. With the wind. We are moving. We go.
The passive again. Get out of there.
With the wind. I fly. With the wind.
I am blessed.
Think it's coming to a kill. You can see the new Stardust particles. An effective use by the AI as well.
I fly.
And the units that are Stardusted no longer go into the melee attack, which is an important quality of life fix for the ability. Let's see the passive of deceased ones. You saw the blood explosion there. That's the new passive. Well, it's been introduced a while ago. You see, then the unit is below certain health threshold. The Reaper is gonna... Hold on. The Reaper is gonna finish them off with an instant attack. Now we have them damage upgrades, they are more sturdy. Boom. Yes, Razu, this will be changed later down the road. Not at the moment. I know it may seem like a very easy change, but sometimes it isn't. And this is the case where it isn't, because, well, VR is a complicated game. As you can see, the Ponder Cat Cannoneers dealing damage. I have too many peasants. And the Reaper is still unable to kill that thing. That's why we are building an Overseer, which is going to do the job next time. Also, we are taking casualties. In general, you see that they are trying to help each other, and it's more oh my god, Jesus Christ, what is this? Let me show.
I serve. I tend. I obey.
Oh my god! This is the pathing that's always a problem in the game. We are working on fixing it, of course.
I obey.
And yeah, this kind of stuff, it happens. Yeah, it's happening the most in narrow spaces. It's problematic, but it's fixable. The updated effect for the Overseer's ability, which gives stamina now instead of damaging the enemies. Stamina to allied units, of course.
I tend. I serve. I am the root.
Might as well make a Shambler while I'm at it.
I serve. I am the root.
Need some stamina for that. Fell into the bell pattern. The Shambler is coming. Here he is. He's found on the other side, but that's just how PR sometimes works.
I toil.
Look at him and the perfect voice acting. Probably the best in the entire game. I think even tops the Demoness of the Serpent Clan. Somebody had a field day voicing this. Wolf oppression going on in here.
I obey. I toil. Yes. I am humble. I toil. I obey. I am the root. I obey.
We are moving. With the wind.
Look at that thing going down now. Beaten by stronger women. Ping is doing a counterattack. Oh, that was an image. That wasn't the actual medium. Nice to see AI using that.
I fly.
Why is my hut burning out of all the buildings in set times?
I toil. I am humble. Go.
We are moving. We go. At your service.
And you see witches projectiles with poison. Very dangerous. Let this Shambler collect the traps sneakily put by the AI. Look at them, there's like a lot
The
of them.
wind. I fly. We are moving.
Don't wanna fight. I'm doing witches projectiles. You see the damage that is received here is quite big. Not a fight that I wanna. And the perfect team is chilling.
Yes. You won't be sorry.
Yes.
We go.
Attack.
time to have the healing
I
upgrade.
am the root.
Probably time to make a kip.
I toil.
My poor heart's still burning.
I tend. I am humble. I toil.
As you see, there is 3 blast shots. Attacking from the hill. Very smart. And also attacking from the back. And good attack.
With the wind.
Slice. Strong. There. Yes. Move.
We go with the wind.
Go. I toil. Yes.
You know what? We are also gonna attack from the back. Shame about the Shamblers one, we're gonna die soon.
There.
But yeah. It's a good idea to attack from the back. That was sounds or something else. This can be considered ASMR in a way. I'm sure there are appreciators.
My pets will follow.
But you know, this showcases one of the important things that, you know,
I fly.
we can make units produce sounds when we walk, sort of like footsteps, and all kind of interesting little details and things.
With the wind. My pets will follow.
That's a dragon monument.
Feathers on the wind.
Blood.
When you're moving, you go with the wind. I fly.
That's your current and bubble. Big trouble, actually. This is basically a hard counter. That's everything I did here. Okay, I guess I'll die. Next time will be better. As you see, they are preparing big amounts of armies.
With the wind, I fly. We go. I fly. We go. With the wind.
And as you can see, ninjas, shurikens, as well, poisoning enemies.
With the wind, I fly.
I serve.
Let's do
I
something
toil.
else and just tower up on the hill. While my team is getting destroyed by
I am the root.
I guess I'll go help.
We are moving. With the the wind.
Yes, piercing attacks also have effects. It's in here is the yellow sparks coming out of the unit. You're not gonna see it because piercing attacks are effective against everything, and nobody really is weak or strong against them. Well, besides the Zen Masters. But yeah, there are also effects on the piercing attacks.
Go.
Yes.
I tend.
I'll just go with unclean.
I obey.
Can never go wrong with them. They are greatest support. They are siege units. What you're suggesting, Razo, is great, but it's not in the plans. In the any near future plans. A lot of work has to be done before all of that is possible.
A simple request.
But, okay, you'll see. If you're still watching, here's the piercing effects. You can see the sparks, the yellow sparks coming out there. Probably not too visible. Tara is gonna kill me.
Indeed.
Yep.
Just there.
What I was saying is 1.58 is a good start for the new future for the game. If I'm allowed to say that. And then you see the AI has made a considerable counter-attack. They grouped up, they attacked together, and they're dealing real damage.
I serve. I tend.
With the wind.
We need more water.
I fly.
I obey.
Gagging.
water.
Hunting. Gagging.
We need more water.
I obey. I listen. Search. Eat.
We need more water.
Yes. Searching. I move. Yes. I toil.
Or maybe it's the best idea to go for warlocks and just burn everything down from the hill. Or maybe I'll just die again. You see the sparks here coming. This is the effect of the piercing attack in this one. Also lots of blood. Also my death, I guess.
We go. I fly. No pet will follow. I fly. We are moving.
No worries, Ben. Thanks for checking. As you can see, it's been 40 minutes. We might have not been the most coordinated team, but the AI is actually putting up some resistance, and I must highlight these AI, all of them, nobody there is cheating. There are no resource cheats, training cheats, no cheats at all. This is all just a trained AI, so to say, which considers many factors and which plays effectively. So yeah, beware. The AI plays have become like a whole new thing.
Hunting. Yes.
I do need leaf step, for sure.
Show me the way.
I obey.
Prowling.
I serve.
You are being eaten. Thank you for your work.
Yes. I am the root. I toil. I am humble. I obey.
You also come
I
here.
tend. I am humble. I obey. I serve.
Possibly you as well.
We go.
Razo. Perfect ideas, really.
I am.
It would be nice to have different skins for units,
I
but
tend.
it's probably something for the sequel, if it is to come.
I
The old
tend.
game would be really capricious if it would come to switching unit skins mid-game and that kind of stuff. But it would be interesting for sure for a different game.
I am glad.
Let's actually attack from the hip. We're gonna do a lot of damage to this tower. As unclean is the siege unit of the Lotus clan. Because of his corrosive goo. Well, this is another hard counter for me. So the AI knows who to counter and where to go, who to attack. I can only try to do my Comey things.
Feathers on the wind.
But the AI won't let. This is why the unit compositions are important. This is a good example that if you make one unit, if you mass it, you're not gonna go anywhere, even the Geishas. So now it's time to start the serious production. So I'm gonna steal this horse. You have to be tactical about it. You have to know what you're gonna do. And it's also important to have a team that's not gonna throw the game. And complain about it.
Yes.
My pets will follow.
They'll die today.
Done. Yes. Done. Yes. Right. Done. Right. Done.
Also, we made stealth units no longer run.
Right.
They walk, but they still do it faster than they would normally
Right.
do.
Done. There. Right. There. Yes. Done. Right. Yes. Done. Yes. Right. Yes. Right. There. Done. Right.
Look at this ninja just shooting.
I tend.
Poor unclean.
I obey.
Yes. Done. Yes. Kill. Done. Yes. There. Right.
I tend.
Alright, we want to make
I obey.
a defense line on the hill without triggering anybody.
I tend. I obey. I toil.
All right.
But, you know, you're never safe, so you see some random demonesses coming out of
If
nowhere.
I must.
But it's a good thing. I get Zemeth here. God damn it. Tara is out for blood.
There.
Look at this unclean, being able to get the archer. And the archer taking the magic shots.
I obey. I am the root. I serve. I toil.
Nice shot.
I am the root.
Done. There.
I toil.
We are moving.
You see, the wolf has researched dodging, so Dusk's archers are more or less useless,
With
most
the
of the time.
wind.
I am humble.
Which is also a nice thing. So his tactic got countered by dodging as a whole. And you'll see a lot of things like that in the AI's behavior. You can have early Zen masters in Kill the Keep. You just need the yin or yang points to summon them. They're really, you don't need any other changes for that, I think.
I fly.
Of course. I see. Go forward.
Well,
I see. I am ready. For the tree. Very well. All right.
My pets will follow. I fly.
I toil. I am humble.
alright, losing the right coast.
Yes, if you wish. Go on. Indeed.
Trying to save Elaine. Losing the front of the base. Losing Elaine.
If you wish. With the wind. Indeed. You go. I fly.
Utilizing the teleport function is slow. So there's no point for that.
If you wish.
It's only very situational. Here we have space everywhere. It's a very small map, we don't need the teleport. Teleport is more for big maps, huge maps.
I see.
I do agree that the Lotus battle gear should be targetable, the tower battle gear. Yeah, it should.
I am
It's
humble.
probably a change that's coming.
I can.
Same as the towers were not previously controllable,
Right. Yes.
They should be.
Indeed.
and they are now controlled.
I am ready. Your will be done.
I obey.
We are definitely losing the right course. As you see, the AI is retaking the parts back because it can.
Indeed. Yes. We are moving. I fly. We go. With the wind. We are moving. We go. We are moving. With the wind.
Yes. I see. Your will be done.
My pets will follow. We go. My pets will follow. I fly.
I am humble.
Go forth. I seek. Yes. Forward.
Oh, what? I was wrong. It didn't work. What was that about?
Indeed.
I toil.
My pets will follow. We are moving.
Winter take you. Do it. To battle.
My pets will follow.
My aim is clear.
With the wind. We are moving.
I am humble. I obey.
We go.
I'll break their bones.
As you see, I started making antennas, and there you have it. Pioneers from the AI.
With the wind.
Okay, I know what to do here. We're getting Master Warlocks with Soul Pressure.
I am humble.
And some huts.
I toil. I serve. I tend.
Indeed. Indeed. Yes. I fly. My pets will follow.
All right, indeed.
Feathers on the wind.
My army is interesting to see. Oh my god, I made a crucial mistake. We are dead. This is game over right here. Very good army composition. Necromancer doing his thing. Siege units, of course, build up them. Attacks are Zen Masters. And the Dragonfire as a cherry on top. This is beautiful, this is beautiful. You wouldn't see that in the Legacy version of the game. I'm not talking about the Dragonfire itself, but the cooperation between the AI and using the correct units to put up a fight. Because before it was just a salad of units, and now it's actually units that are used correctly. And I wasted the vein because I'm kinda tired. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's indeed shameful display. Raspberry. Very good remark. It's because somebody spams huts and prevents his allies from getting resources. In the game there. It's important. That would be the main reason, if I was to name it. For me personally, because I was out of resources. And I had generally poor resource management. Anyway, we may not be dead, but we are severely wounded, so to say. Because right now we are finishing off the remains of the AI army, but the AI already has more on the way.
Through the light, with the wind, feathers on the wind, with the wind, we go. My paths will follow.
I seek. Like moonlight.
I fly, we go, with the wind.
As you see, here they are. AI keeps supplying them on the other side as well, so we are attacking on two fronts. And this is great. This is certainly a big improvement for the AI. Yeah, okay, there's no point to continue here. They have everything, we have nothing.
Yes, there.
I'll just
Yes,
show you
there.
the base with
Done.
the ninja, so you get an idea of
Right.
what is up. As you see, the Dragonfire is charged. It's only waiting
There.
for the Yin Yang.
Done.
Keep.
Yes. Done. Right. Done. Right. Yes. Right. There. Right.
And the horses being used for resources.
Right. Yes. Right. Done.
And
There.
of course, a lot
Good.
of towers to
Right.
protect them. And of course, defenses with the spikes, with the mines.
Yes. There.
And you see,
Oh.
yeah, this is AI, everybody. The 1.50A AI.
I am humble. I obey. I tend.
So, good luck playing against AI once 1.58 drops. Because this is the kind of resistance you'll have to put up with.
I tend. I serve. I tend. I tend.
I fly, no mercy.
It's gonna be important to look at the stats, the screens, and see the stats of the AI. The techniques resourced, the heroes summoned, all that kind of stuff. Because I think they may even top some of the players here, including me. purple, blue, and yeah, well, orange comes close. Purple and blue have maxed out their techniques, and they are both serpents. So that's a good thing to know about. And the blue one got the most resources, trained most units, and acquired most battle gears. And the purple summoned most of the Zen Masters. Impressive results. And you can see some of the AI didn't summon any heroes because we have no space. As far as I remember, green was wolf. So yeah, there you have it. That's the 1.50 AI. And on this note, we are gonna stop our showcase for today. Tune in for more next time. Can start streaming randomly. I have no schedule, so to say. When I'm free, when I get free time, I will try to gather everyone together and stream something interesting.